Okay, hello. Here's the agenda for today, Friday, the 28th. It was a shortened class period today, so we had to kind of keep things moving along. We didn't quite get through everything that I had planned, but I'll walk you through what we did and what you can do at home to stay caught up. We carried on our discussion, our bell ringer today about after we develop questions, both open and closed-ended questions, we usually have to take the next step, usually a task that we have to do. In this case, a lot of the times it's going to be conducting some research. And today we practice using keywords and finding the meaning or what we're really looking for in our questions. And one way that we did this was in your classroom, there was a link to this. If I go back here, it'll say developing keywords, and you may click on it. And really, it's just going to take you to this website, which is kind of a game, but still a good way to practice and use keywords and just use our research skills called Google a day. So I think it's the same question all day long, but really you need to work on figuring out what does this long and kind of confusing question really asking me to do. So we discussed this as a class, and we determined that really the question is asking is who or what actress played Dolores in this movie? And so we looked at keywords, Dolores and Tim Burton. So we could take Dolores and Tim Burton film and put them into our Google search. And we could quickly figure out, what movie they were in. And then we could figure out from there what actress played the character Dolores in that movie. There's 3 questions. Some students were able to get through all 3. I would say the most challenging question was the second one. And we spent some time doing this and just talking through the questions and using keywords. This question here, what cabinet position had been held by the head of the commission that investigated the STS-51L disaster? It's long and confusing. We really weren't sure what we needed. And the students finally determined that we got to figure out a cabinet position, an advisor to the president. So what cabinet position is what we're looking for. And here is our context clues that we can use, our keywords. STS-51L, and a commission that investigated this disaster. From there, students were able to use the search and eventually find their answers. That was a pretty good chunk of the first part of class. The second half we spent watching CNN 10. CNN 10 is a 10-minute video, a 10-minute news clip that summarizes events or news lines or headlines from the previous day or what's been happening this week. So we watched those. The headlines for today were the Republican National Convention, protests in large cities, and Hurricane Laura. So those are kind of the 3 main stories that were on CNN 10 today. And then we developed 2 questions, and you can do this at home. Our students in class just put them on a note card. You can put them on a note card, take a picture, and upload it here to the classroom. I'll put an assignment in here for you. So we watched the news. You can do that as well. Put the link in the classroom and develop 2 questions that will help you answer this larger one. Why does this event matter? So that's kind of the big question. Why does this event matter? And you can choose really any three of the events. The National Convention for the Republicans, Hurricane Laura, and riots and protests after or in response to police violence in Kenosha, Wisconsin. So the big question you're trying to answer is, why does this event matter? To help us answer it, you need to create two questions, an open-ended question and a closed-ended question about one of those headlines. If you need some more explanation, reach out or just let me know if you don't understand. I'll do my best to help you. We did that all in class today. I think it's something you should be able to do as well. If you run stuck, just let me know and I'll do my best to help you out. Okay, have a great weekend.